is a baby catfish, and then this is a snail, a little freshwater snail.
We are at the south end of Hodgdon Pond, and we are sampling for nymphs and larval stages of a whole bunch of invertebrates, including dragonflies. And this is part of a larger study that Sarah Nelson from the University of Maine has been working on around the country, lots of national parks.
So we may have two, we may have three different species within there.
Citizen science really contributes a lot to this project. It does allow us the opportunity to sample in so many places and at so many times. We have people sampling in Florida, in Alaska, out in Channel Islands in California, and here in Maine, so all across the country. It really also does get people interested in science.
Here's some photos of some of the adults.
It's a great way to get volunteers involved and engage with organizations like UMaine Wildlife Sanctuary and with the park. So it feels good to be doing something and exploring for a reason and helping to better understand what's going on in the world around us.
This project is a good example of the relationship between the University of Maine and the National Park Service and Acadia National Park specifically. The project grew from research that began with Schoodic Institute over in the Schoodic section of Acadia National Park. So we've got an education side as well. Here in Maine, we often think that we live in a really pristine, clean place, and in many ways we do. So we're sitting here, we're looking at a beautiful landscape with a pond. We're not looking at a lot of pavement. So it is a really wonderful protected place, but our air is coming in from other places, and because we draw a line on a map and say this area is a park, that doesn't stop air and precipitation and water from coming into the park, and we need to monitor and see what's actually happening here in parks and help influence legislation and regulations that could help to mitigate or reduce the amount of these types of substances that we're releasing into the air.